What's up, Brady Johnson here with my second video on Minutia stuff. This one is Minutia in training. I get all kinds of questions about, should I train in the morning or should I train in the evening? Or when I'm doing my reps, yeah, should my wrist be like this or should it be like that? Or when I'm doing my squats, should I squat high bar? Should I squat low bar? Should I point my toes out 30 degrees or should I point them out 20 degrees? When I'm doing my bench press, how long should I pause at the bottom on my chest? How long? And it goes on and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. And I look at these people and the numbers that they're squatting, the numbers that they're benching, the numbers that they're pushing, how long they've been training for, and I'm like, this is what you care about. Like, this is what you care about. You need to stop caring about these little tiny things and focus all of your attention on sitting down, envisaging your next set and beating it up. Like, just beating it up. Now, with the Minutia diet stuff, I said to people, don't worry about the Minutia stuff, move on. With the lifting things, you do have to worry about this Minutia stuff, but it cannot come at the expense of moving heavy weight. It can't come at the expense of moving heavy weight. And when I say moving heavy weight, I don't mean keep adding to your weight and make sure it goes up at the expense of form. I mean, moving heavy weight is what you should always be doing when you're lifting. If you're not lifting, what you're doing. So, for people that are lifting, new to lifting, make sure that 99.9% of your attention is on pushing as hard as you can in your sets and draining every last drop of energy that you have from your body to put into manipulating heavy weight. After that, you can use 0.1% of your energy after that, after the session, to investigate aspects of form that can help you. Don't be concentrating on when you lift. Do you think that matters? How much do you think it matters when you lift in the day compared to like how much effort you put into lifting? Like, do you have like, even if they did a study, how big a deal could it really be? Like, don't lift in the morning. Like, I would say to people, don't do cardio after you lift, but how much can it really matter? I mean, we know it's a fact. Doing cardio after you lift is negative and is detraining towards your muscle gains. We know that. We know it. Now, so, like, if that's what you do and you've been doing that for a long time, you go really hard in the gym, you will easily outperform the person that is talking during his sets, having a laugh, pushing a little bit, gets a little bit tight and he's like, oh, that's a little bit hard, nah, that'll do. Puts the weight back down, carries on talking to his friend, doesn't really push himself, isn't increasing the weight every time, isn't going hard, isn't envisaging his next set. You are going to easily outperform that guy if you make a mistake of, oh, were you training in the morning? Oh, what did you eat before? And what did you eat straight after that you trained? You didn't have a post-workout high source of dextrin after you finish? Oh no, and this other guy might be doing all that stuff that he sees on the websites and all the muscle mag things. Make sure that you have a pre-workout that contains 30 grams of protein. Make sure that after your workout that you contain this much carbs and this much quick digesting carbs. Make sure that you turn your thumb this way when you're doing your bench press. Make sure someone could do all of that stuff and it could all be the right stuff, not doing cardio after things, you could do everything right? Easily beaten every single time on every single lift by the guy that screams real loud, grabs the weight and goes, come on, and just pushes as heavy as he can, drives his entire soul into that bar, puts it back and goes, okay, and then goes and makes all the little faux pas and little mistakes that we associate with the research of this whole bodybuilding thing. That person will easily beat the guy that does it all right but doesn't put his soul into his lifts. So, in terms of the Minutia stuff, focus on it, but put it in the correct place in your head. Like, the questions that I get a lot of the time should be videos of them lifting and saying, how's my form? That's the Minutia stuff that you should be paying attention to. I very rarely never get videos on form. I never get videos on form. I never get videos of people working out. They just tell me that they did a workout, like all workouts that someone says, oh, well, they did a workout. It's the same as anyone else saying they did a workout. Like, if Jay Cutler says, I just did a workout, and someone, Jimmy up the street, says, I just said Jimmy up the street, and Jimmy up the street just said, oh yeah, I did a workout too. And we think they're the same intensity of workouts, you know, taking into account comparative strength. Do you think that's the same intensity? I'm telling you, Jay Cutler went in on his workout. And this other guy, maybe not so much. Maybe he did, maybe not so much. So, take your attention out of all this tiny Minutia stuff. Pay attention to form and all that, but know that it is secondary to executing and manipulating heavy weight. right? Correctly and safely. I should add that. Manipulating heavy weight correctly and safely. Yeah, everything else is minutia. Don't look at like, seriously. I'm struggling to even think of all these silly things that people ask. There's the time you should eat, what you should eat before, the time you should train, what you should eat before you train. Workout splits. Should I do shoulders at the same time as things? Should I do body splits over full body? All these things, they do matter and they do have a place. But the guy that sits down and just finds the first bro split, body split they can find out of Men's Health and executes that one to utter perfection with true intensity is going to beat the guy that does a perfectly calculated and worked out routine that follows all of the science and just, you know, half-asses his way through it. That's just basic stuff. So this is my second video on minutia. Hopefully this helps. bradley@johnson@gmail.com. If you've got any queries or theories or suggestions or anything, let me know. Other than that, like the video, like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, of course, subscribe. Peace.